Greetings to one and all present in today's meet. I, PT Bhaskar from MBA first year, take this privilege of welcoming you all for the training and certification program. I extend my warm welcome to our HOD of Department of Management Studies, Dr. Sheelan Mishra, and the speaker for the day, Professor Bholanath Dutta, educationist, and the faculty members of MBA department and my dear fellow mates. It would be a great honor to introduce our eminent speaker for the day, Professor Bholanath Dutta. Sir is an educationist, serial entrepreneur, and visiting professor in India and overseas. Former World Bank quality assurance expert in higher education, author, career counselor, business coach, chairman at Global Entrepreneur. Sir is the grid and founder, president at MTC Global. Sir is also the champion mentor in Startup Indian Initiative, Government of India, and mentor of change at Atal Innovation Mission, Atal Tinkering Lab, Niti Ayog, Government of India. Sir is the author of 21 books, over 100 papers, serving in the advisory board of many organizations, B School and universities in India and overseas. Professor Datta has over 25 years of experience in defense, corporate, higher education, research consultancy, and startup activities. I would like Professor Bholanath Datta to take over the meet.
Thank you so much. Very good morning to all of you. At the outset, let me extend my heartfelt thanks to the management of New Horizon College of Engineering, the principal sir, who is no sort of mentor for all of us, and Dr. Sheelan Mishra ma'am, the professor and HOD Department of Management Studies, the wonderful faculty team, and the amazing students. Okay, so this program is on management and leadership, and as you know that management itself is a very vast subject, and so is the leadership, and the leadership is a part of management. So we had a discussion with Silan ma'am, and we have identified some of the areas, right, wherein our discussion will be focused. I think that would be good because we cannot go here and there, left and right, and center. And with discussion with ma'am, we identified some of the areas. The first of all, a few fundamental thoughts on leadership and management, and second is no the corporate practices during this pandemic. I think that's very very important. What different companies know, different strategies they have adopted to beat this particular pandemic challenges, and entrepreneurial intervention. That's another area, and customer management. Ma'am spoke that we should also have some discussion on that. Primarily, and digital intervention, definitely digital intervention also one point I missed out. So what I have thought of, I prepared a very structured PPT so that we can focus, because it's a time bound webinar, and we cannot discuss everything, but definitely what I thought that I'll keep around 1 hour at the end, so that we can take a lot of questions from your side. I think that would have no 100% no objectives met out of this webinar. So thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for your presence this Saturday morning for this webinar on leadership and management. Right. So first, our focus area will be on management, right? And management, is the heart and soul of any business entity, and to great extent, even one individual's life also, because we need to manage a lot of things in our day-to-day lives. And being a management graduates, or having understand the various principles of management, it will definitely help us to manage our life in a better way, to manage business in a better way, to manage our day-to-day activities in more efficient way. So let me just present my slide, and I'll request that if you have any questions in between, definitely you can stop me. And anyhow, we'll have 1 hour open expression space wherein you can ask any questions, okay, from the field of management, leadership, and entrepreneurship, and other areas, relevant areas, what you think that something is coming in your mind. So you are most welcome to raise your questions. Okay, so this is the PPT what I prepared yesterday. I thought no, I'll give extempore. Then I thought no, in extempore what happens? Some of the points we miss out, and the focus no, we don't have the focus on the topic. So I made a few slides and no to have very pointed discussion and deliberation on the subject of management and leadership. Let us proceed. The first one is the management, and we know there are many definitions of management. Okay, and we'll take it up. And one common, no common definition everyone talks about the management is manage, main tactfully. Okay, it's all about people management. And whenever we talk about management, earlier days we used to refer to 3M, right? Man, machine, and material, and man is the only entity which manages other resources, machine and material. But over a period of time, due to evolution of management, a lot of other aims also are added with this 3M. Like we have added management. Management is very, very important because the direction of the leader, the corporate culture, the policies, the strategies that are essential to ensure the survival and growth of any business entity. On the similar line, we have added aim for method, the art of doing the no the things, methods. There are different principles of doing the works effectively and efficiently. Then we have added no this minute means no time. Okay, time is very, very critical. Whatever we do it, that has to be done within a definite time. There should not be time overrun, right? So, and we have added of late another aim which is called moral values. That's very, very important. That's why across the world in management we have a subject on business ethics, corporate governance, moral values. Okay, so whatever we do it, we should be able to do it ethically, and we should have some kind of no social responsibility towards the society from where we get the customers. Right, that's very, very important. Business exist and survives because there are end users, there are customers. They should buy our product, they should buy our services, and they should be happy for the money spent on that. So these are 7 M's what we talk about whenever we talk about management. But the first, no, what is very important is the main, the people. Okay, because people, the center figure, because they manages all other 6 M's. So a good leader should be a no good people leader, should be able to connect with the people very well, should have empathy, should have sympathy. That's why we talk about emotional leadership at present context when there are so many challenges posed by COVID-19 situation. Now, the first topic I thought that I'll discuss some basic no inputs, fundamentals on the management. Whenever we talk about management, few terms no come up on your mind. Number one is efficiency and effectiveness. Okay, getting work done through others. It is not getting work done through others. That's the old concept. Getting work done jointly in a collaborative way. Okay, in a team. I think that's the recent concept. Getting work done through others is no old concept. Even today, consumers are known as co-producers. Like students are the co-producers with the teachers, right? Students also teach. Okay, when they teach, they learn. Teachers learn best when they teach. So we all are learners. We all are co-producers. So management is not getting work done through others. It means getting work done in a collaborative way, in a team, okay, with a true spirit of the team. And two words come in your mind. One is efficiency, the other one is effectiveness. Many of us can be efficient, but need not be effective. Okay, or many of us can be effective, may not be efficient. What does it mean? Effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness means if a work is given, and if we do it within a time bound manner, execute that, then we are effective. We need not be efficient. Efficient means we need to ensure that by using the least resources within the given situation, within the time frame, we execute a particular task. So many of us can be effective but may not be efficient. But in management, we have to be effective, at the same time we need to be efficient. Now there is another concept very often comes up in management, that is about output. Okay, maximum output, optimum output, and the outcome. Okay, what is output? Output is, okay, what is output? Output means by using the resources, whatever product and service we get at the end of the process, right? That's the output. And productivity is output divided by the input. What is the productivity? Output by input. And what is optimum output? Optimum output means using the resources in the best possible way, what output we can get at the end of a particular task. That means if it is 8 hours working in a day, within 8 hours, within the given resources, whatever we get, okay, by maximizing, okay, whatever management principles and processes, that becomes outcome. Output means, okay, what we can do, we can extend the working hour to 10 hours, okay, instead of 8 hours, to get more output. So that's not optimum, because we're extending, okay, the working hour, and there is man hour we're extending, and there is a pressure for that on the employees. And outcome means what? Okay, there may be optimum output, but outcome may not be optimum. Outcome means when the product is produced, okay, when that particular product reaches on the hand of customers, and they feel happy, they feel satisfied, or whatever the benefits the product is supposed to give to the customers, customers get that value for the money spent. So that is the ultimate outcome. Okay, so the perspective of outcome is much broader, right? So management is when a particular task is given, when you do it in a collaborative way, in a team spirit, and get the things done. Okay, it has to be efficient, at the same time effective, and there has to be a good, not only output, but the outcome, right? So see some standard definition. Management is the art of knowing what you want to do, and then seeing that it is done in the best and the cheapest way. Okay, cheapest way, that's where the cost comes into, right? That's why today we'll find out the applications of quality management. Okay, we call it lean manufacturing process. Okay, lean manufacturing process, whatever wastage, okay, we get in the process, we have to reduce those wastage. We call it no Six Sigma approach in quality management, which is used whether it is the manufacturing or in the service sector. Okay, like no then so and so forth. We have Deming's PDCA circle, plan, do, check, act circle. So quality management has come into a big way to ensure that we get the job done in the best and the cheapest way. So that's where the role of management comes into no play. A business develops in course of time with complexities. With increasing complexities, managing and business has become a very difficult task. Let's take the example of today's, okay, the world. See the challenges due to COVID-19 situation. Workforce, majority of the workforce is working from the home. Company is forced to lay off, slash the salaries, okay, and so on and so forth. There are so many challenges, but business entity has to survive, has to continue its functions. So there is tremendous challenges, and companies also have become very innovative and very creative to beat these challenges. Many companies, IT company, all companies, okay, even in the teaching, okay, academic world also, like today we are attending this particular webinar, we all are attending from the home, okay, most likely. And the corporates are working from home, majority workforce, and they have developed, the different software, different applications, so that employees from the home, they can do their job more efficiently. There was a time when people thought that working from home is less productive, right? It's not possible. But today it is proven that work from home or work from anywhere is possible, and it's not less productive. Okay. Many research suggest that it is more productive working from the home. And companies like Google, TCS, and many other top companies, they've announced that till mid of next year, 2020, majority of the workforce will be working from the home. Today, it was there in the newspaper that UGC already has given a proposal wherein they are looking for blended courses. 40% of the courses will be taken on digital platform. Okay, and the official announcement will come very soon. It was there in the newspaper, and Ministry of HRD has been renamed as Ministry of Education. This is as per the no new education policy 2020. So I think this particular step by the UGC will connect with the colleges with the resources, the best resources anywhere from the world or anywhere from India, okay, to take that 40% no course workload, okay, by appointing adjunct faculty and the guest faculty. And end of the day, the benefits will be definitely to the college, to the students, and to the employers as well. The need of existence of management has increased tremendously. Management is essentially not only for business concern, but also for banks, school, colleges, hospitals. What I was referring to in the beginning, whenever we talk about management, is not about only for the business entity or school, colleges, or other organization. Management even for running our home, even for managing our lives, okay, properly, we need to understand the concepts, the fundamentals of the management that help us. Okay, those things helps us to live life in a better way. It is management that regulates man's productive activities through coordinated use of material resources. Without the leadership provided by management, the resources of production remain resources and never become production. I think that's where the role of leadership. Okay. Now today, you see the big corporations. Few days back, Satya Nadella, the chairman. Okay, he was CEO. Then he is promoted as a chairman of Microsoft. No, he launched the Windows 11. Okay, the updated version of Windows 10. See the kind of innovations with a lot of added features. With a lot of added features, and those who are using Windows 10, they can automatically upgrade to no Windows 11. But previous versions they have to no go for the other ways to download Windows 11. Now see the Satya Nadella, the CEO of Google. Okay, how innovative and creative and leadership. Okay, leadership charisma they have displayed, and they have taken the companies to a new level. So leadership is very, very important, whether it is a political leadership, whether it is a leadership in your department, in the college, in any organizations, they provide a very, very vital role. Okay, so we need to understand also the leadership styles, the essential qualities of any leader, okay, to become successful. And each one of you, okay, all of you are a leader. Everyone is a leader in his or her own sense, because leader is a person who makes an impact, who makes use of the best resources, time, money, whatever is in possession, and ensure that whatever the goal, objectives, or dreams one has, okay, one needs to pursue that. So we'll take it up and we'll take the questions also about your queries on management and leadership as we move forward. Now, different levels of management, right? I'm sure that no, all of you know about the levels of management. There are top managers, middle managers, and the fast line managers. Then we have the different department, for in any organization. Now, in each level, the role and the function, it differs. The top level managements, the board of directors, the CEOs or CMD, the vice presidents, all those people, they have a different strategic role. Strategic role means they work on the long term, the course, the action plans of the company. They work on diversification. They work on no amalgamation, collaboration. They do work on the strategic part. Middle level manager, the whatever decision is taken at the top management, that passes through middle management to the fast line managers. These fast line managers are very, very no important people, because they are the people who come into direct contact with the frontline executives, those who in turn directly be in touch with the customers. So they get the raw input, the raw data, and they process the data, and they find out that whether really no, the customers are happy with our product or services or not. And those feedback, they pass it on to the mid level, to the top level. Then possibly there may be augmentation, some kind of added attributes or some kind of decision is taken, so that customers get their derived value once they spend the money to purchase a particular product and services. And in any organization, if you look at, there are different department, like marketing, finance, operation, human resource, administration. So these departments broadly, that's why in management program, you see broadly specialization you will find in marketing, finance, and HR. These are three areas, but definitely operations and production management also, many places they offer specializations, and there are many micro areas also. Now today we see that micro specializations, a lot of institutions, they're offering micro specialization because of the growing need and complexities of the business, which was there in the first slide. Business has become very, very complex, like in retail management, MBA in retail management. Because if you see, because of this pandemic, few sectors, they have done no wonderful, and the number one sector is your retail sector. Retail sector has seen huge growth, and mainly the e-commerce based retail companies, e-tailers, what we call Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal, and even small time. And the medical online medical shop like 1mg and all, they have done fantastic, during last 1.5 years. So that's why there is a need for the specialization in the retail, specialization in the healthcare management, because of the growth and the complexities. Now healthcare management, if I take the example, you see the telemedicine, which was not so popular before this COVID, but today, see, telemedicine has become so popular. People, they don't like to go to visit to hospitals until unless some test and some surgery or operation is required. They want to be at home, and they want to go for the telemedicine and discuss online with the doctors and take the prescriptions. I think this has become phenomenal, and doctors in Bangalore can get at services around the world or across India. I think that's something fantastic things have happened due to this COVID-19 situations. So there are some positive aspects, but no, like major the industry which have seen growth, during last 1.5 years due to this pandemic. Definitely, number one is the e-commerce based retail sector, and you find the healthcare sector no have done quite well. The hospitals and other banking and insurance sector, they have done well, and some of the SME sector which are connected with the no manufacturing of medical equipments, those who have done very well. But majority of the SME sectors, SME companies, no, they suffered, because of the less mobility, less transportation, and difficulty in exporting or moving their products from one place to the other place. And so pharmaceutical industries have done wonderful. Pharmaceutical industry have done really wonderful because of the health issues. And some of the sectors which are badly hit, like your tourism sector, travel tourism, hospitality sector, and transportation sector, they are really badly hit. But no, academic world, institutions have responded very well. Okay, we have beaten this COVID. Okay, even there is no face to face, no the class is happening, but since March last year, regular classes are happening, regular webinars are happening, no evaluation, assessment, everything is happening. Okay, so I think we have beaten it, but it's better once we get back to the campus and discuss with our peer groups, with our friends and the teachers. That's always fantastic. Okay, definitely we'll get back, right? Definitely we'll get back. But let us wait for some more times. And you have seen that there is a Delta Plus variant, no, and a few deaths are also reported in the newspaper. So we need to take extra precaution. We need to take care of our health. Okay, because life is very precious. We need to save our life. At the same time, we need to ensure that we continue with our learning process. But learning never stopped during last 1.5 year. Learning never stopped. I think learning has gone manifold up. Now today's students are taking extra efforts whenever they have some doubts, the queries, they're calling up to their teachers. Okay, you have the WhatsApp, the phone call, the emails, and students are taking extra interest to browse through internet and get the requisite information. I think that's phenomenal. Okay, that's phenomenal. And all of us have become more digital. Okay, and that is something very very important. That's something very very important. So levels of management. Okay, there are the three different levels of management, and each level has different functions, okay, assigned to them. And but they have to work no in coordination. That's why in management we call it top down approach. Okay, bottom up approach. Top down approach means, okay, whatever decisions come from the top management, it goes down to the first line managers, to the front line people, sales people or the executives, right? And bottom up approach means, okay, always it is done from the bottom, then it goes up. Whatever challenges, whatever no difficulties they face, they discuss, then those no those things are passed note to the top level management. But today we talk about participative management. Okay, participative management. What is that participative management? Like front line managers, first line manager, middle manager, top managers, they all work together as a team. So that becomes more productive, because today's COVID-19 situation has taught us no, we have to no act like a community, in a group, we have to build a strong network, because no one can live individually. Okay, we need to give a strong no hand holding with each other, and that's the way the whole world is moving forward. We see the vaccination part or the COVID relief. Okay, how the helps are going from one country to another country, and how the world have responded. Okay, and that's something no we have never seen before. So I think the same principle it applies to the management also. When the organization develops a culture, participative culture, I think it works better. Everyone takes the ownership, whatever they do it, and there is a sense of belongingness, involvement, and that helps no company to perform better. Now, levels of management, what no, I have spoken about the three different levels of management. The first line managers have direct responsibility for producing goods or services. Foreman supervisor and clerical supervisors. Actually, they are also called no line managers. In management, there are two terms we use: the staff function and the line managers. Line managers are the people those who are directly connected or directly have the responsibility in producing goods and services. Middle managers, what are their functions? Coordinate employee activities, determine which goods or services to provide, decide how to market goods or services to customers, right? And the top managers provide the overall direction of an organization, like chief executive officer, vice president. Overall directions means the strategy, right? So in management, we know that we talk about in planning. I'll discuss strategy little bit, will give insights. Probably we can take the more questions on the subject, and that would be more useful. The nature and scope. Okay, the management nature and scope. The universal process, the continuous process, the goal oriented group activity, and intangible force. What is universal process? Because the management process, okay, in the environment, the macro environment, there are two kinds of environment we talk about in the management, right? One is micro, another one is macro. Micro environment means within a particular organization. Like within the organization, what you have, different levels of management you have, right? Then you have, other people working within the organization, how the relations, okay, among themselves, okay, that really is very critical for organization to excel. Macro environment means outside environment. You have the suppliers, you have the dealers, then outside the pest, political, economical, social, technological environment, and any changes in this environment. That's why in management we do the pest analysis in the macro environment. Any changes in the environment has some effect on the organization. So organization has to respond all the time, scan the environment outside and inside, and whatever changes are there, organization needs to adapt very fast and implement. Like COVID-19 situation has given a lot of changes because people are locked down at home. So you see the growth of no digital, okay, marketing, growth of digital marketing, growth of e-commerce platform, growth of this food suppliers, Swiggy and Zomato and other food suppliers. They have seen the growth, okay. And so that's no about the universal process. Okay, management is not limited. Even a small company, if it is situated in Bangalore, cannot say that we are disconnected from the world. No, you can't say. This process continues, and even a small entity also needs to scan the environment all the time to understand the challenges, to understand the customer changes in needs and preferences. See, today's the youth, which are known as millennials, okay, they are a different kind of people, right? They're a different set of people, and youth's buying behavior, okay, is little different than the 10 years back or 20 years back what we were there. So these changes in their lifestyle, these changes in their perception, in their buying behavior, all these things organization need to understand, because end of the day, any organization, it exists because there are customers, and we need to satisfy the customers. That's very, very important. It's a continuous process, okay. So management is a continuous process. As long organization exists, the management function also has to continue, because we have the micro environment, we have the challenges in the macro environment, we have the technological disruption, we have natural calamities, we have pandemic like COVID-19 situation, and so many other unforeseen variables which force us that management has to continue its functions, okay, very, very, in a very sensitive way, and goal oriented. Management is always goal oriented, is it not? Whatever we do it, there has to be a goal. Like a company, okay, XYZ has a goal of no increase in turnover 20% in the next financial year 21-22. So that's the target. Now if that's the target, what the company needs to do, company needs to reach out to the customers in a better way, needs to connect with them, needs to go for a new market. If there is, there are hope that in the new market customers will buy, the company even go for export. Company can explore different medium for advertisement, social media marketing and other digital marketing tools available today, and ensure that we get the growth. 2 days back, the Reliance annual AGM was their annual general meeting, and what Mukesh Ambani said there, I'm sure that some of you must have seen that. Okay, and he said that we have achieved our target for 2021 few months before the end of financial year 31st March 2021. See the fantastic, see the efforts of Reliance. They came out with GeoMart, okay, Reliance Geomart, they came out last year, during this pandemic, which is a big success. Okay, then Geo Meet is also there, like we're using Zoom, Google Meet. Geo Meet is also a big success story. Okay, and they have taken up huge humanitarian efforts, right? In their Jamnagar refinery, the oxygen cylinder they have supplied to the different hospitals, okay, because there was a need of oxygens. They have given huge fund for as a corporate social responsibility, to the COVID affected people. So I think we must appreciate the fact, okay, Mukesh Ambani is not the only the richest person, but during this their humanitarian efforts, and that's what he said in the AGM, that our humanitarian efforts is much more no important than our business result, and anyhow they have achieved it. Okay, that's how it works out. Look, let's talk about Tata and other companies. Okay, why they are so special, why has so much respect, okay, from the customers, because they're very sensitive to the people needs and demands. They have done a lot of charitable activities. Okay, they have a lot of fund for the corporate social responsibilities, so that their social equity is very very important in the today's world. If anyone has to survive, okay, for a long term, okay, you have to have build a very strong image in the mind of the people. What strong image? The image like what Tata has. Tata has good image. Why? Because not only their product and service is good, because whatever Tata does with lot of with lot of efforts and lot of good intentions, and there is a value for money, number one, and they do a lot of social activities. And because no, that's why their social equity along with their brand equity, which is more of commercial in nature, but social equity is not commercial in nature, because the companies which which do engage in a lot of CSR activities, I think their social equity is much more stronger. Okay, and that helps in the performance of the company in the long run. So goal is definitely, whenever we talk about management, there is goal. Okay, we have to have certain goals, then we have to have a plan to achieve that goal. Okay, that's why the principles of management comes into play. How we can achieve it? There is a long term plan, there is a medium term plan, there is short term plan. Long term plan known as management, and medium term plan of 2 to 3 years. Short term plan maybe 1 to 2 years. And there are tactics known as techniques and tactics which are used on day to day basis, right? So that's when we have the goal. Okay, we will have the means and ways to achieve that goal, and therein the functions of management comes into play. Group activity. Now this group activity is once again it's team effort. What I said, it's a collaborative approach. Okay, today there is a team performance. Okay, in most of the companies you will see there is a not individual performance appraisal, there is a team performance appraisal, because today we're talking about not energy but synergy, right? 1 plus 1 is equal to not 2, 1 plus 1 is equal to 11, not even 3. Okay, so when no two hands meet together, okay, so strengths of two people, when it's put together, the output gets manifold. Okay, so that's the beauty of the group activity. That's what I know in engineering colleges, in the MBA department, you will see a lot of group activities are encouraged, whether it's a case study and group presentations, all sort of things, because you need to work in the team. Okay, in the corporate there is no individual, there will be individual assignment, but the performance no is judged at the end, okay, on the team, on the group. Okay, so this group activity, this participative collaborative approach to management, today what talk about is very very important. Then intangible forces, what I said, the intangible forces in the outside environment, what we can't see but have definitely some impact on the corporate functioning, and we need to always be ready, to adapt to the new technology, adapt to the new practices. Okay, so that we can be a winner. Okay, whatever the situation, okay, we confront. I think that's again is very very important. Now, having said that, the no traditional no focus areas of management is production management. Okay, I'm not going to talk about much in detail, because there is a time bound. As I said, probably I'll be take a lot of no questions from your side. But production management, okay, obviously Okay, it talks about the productivity. Okay, it talks about the productivity with less input, how we can ensure that we get maximum or optimum output. Okay, output divided by input. So that's about the productivity. Now there is a value cost analysis also in the productivity. Value minus cost. Okay, what is the value cost analysis? The value of a product and divided by the cost. If we can reduce the cost and keep the value constant, or keep the cost constant, and if you can enhances the value, then people will love that product, right? Which product people loves most? The product which gives the best value at lesser price, at less cost. Now to do that, we have the production management. We have different principles. I spoke about the quality management, lean manufacturing principles, okay, the latest technologies, the robotics, the artificial intelligence, okay. Now all these things come into play. Today is the maximum use of robotics, the blockchain, artificial intelligence, lean manufacturing processes in the production management, right? So this production management is very, very critical, because end of the day, no, we may have an idea, but that idea once converted into product and service, it has to go through the production processes, okay. And in the production process there are many no theories are there, assembly line, okay. There are so many different concepts, fundamental concepts are there in the production management. So that's one area, one broad functional area of management. Then you have the marketing management. In the marketing management, what do you do? Marketing management, the product once it is produced, okay, now that product we have to sell, you have to sell to the people, right? So marketing means creating awareness to ensure that the message reaches to the maximum people, to convert the prospective customers into the customers, right? To ensure that there is a good promotional campaign, whether it is a print advertisement, whether it is a video advertisement, whether it is podcast, whatever formats are there. But ultimate aim is to convert the prospective customers into customers. That's the marketing management. We'll take questions on this area, because marketing management itself is a huge area. But briefly, the function of marketing management is to create awareness, is to reach out to the people, develop effective promotional campaign, communicate with the prospective customer regularly, okay. Customer relationship management, any complaints, any grievances come, we need to address that complaints and grievances. Marketing research, we need to continue with the research activities to understand whether really people are happy or not, or people's no need and their wants, whether it has gone under changes, so what extra they are looking out of the product, what are the recent marketing trends, what are the competitors they are doing as far as the product, the similar category of products are concerned, whether we can bring in any new product features or not, product pricing, right? So marketing is on 4 P's, right? Generally we call it product, price, place, promotion. Now there are 3 more P's are added: people, place, and physical evidence. For the services marketing, we have added this additional 3 P's. So generally marketing stands on 4 P's. There is a product, definitely product comes out of production management, operation management, okay. Then there is a price, how we can fix a suitable price. And there is a place, place means your distribution channel, right? One product is produced in Pune and we are sitting in Bangalore, how we can get the product in Bangalore? Because through the distribution channel. And in the distribution channel there are many intermediaries or middlemen are there, right? There are sole distributor, wholesaler, retailer, then from the retailer we get it. But today's world, directly because of the e-commerce platform, they are connected with, they are the aggregator, right? They are connected with a lot of retailers across India. So whenever we place a product, the nearby retailer supplies that particular product, okay. So that has gone, that is a disruption kind of thing. And we're saving a lot of money, because of that particular distribution channel is not there. Because all intermediaries, they function, they also need some profit, okay. All this profit is added with the product cost. That's why recently, there is some guidelines issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Company Affairs, and regarding the e-commerce, because always they're coming out with the flash sales kind of thing, okay. And the nearby shops owners, they are finding very tough to compete because of the lower price, Okay, because Amazon, Flipkart, and all those people are coming so much lesser price and always flash sale, 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 get discounted price and all. So nearby retailers are having very tough times. You can Google that. Okay, what are the recent guidelines? No, they have issued, the Ministry of Company Affairs, they have issued the recent guidelines. So this distribution channel is very very important, because we need to get the product where we stay. We cannot travel to Pune to get the product because that will be huge expensive on the efforts, on the energy, and definitely on the money we spend towards traveling. So the distribution channel is very very critical, and this is one of the sector, let me tell you, distribution is one of the sector no which has huge growth, which for the past few years, the Deccan Airlines Captain Gopinath, okay, he only introduced the apex fare, right? The minimum fare. Because of him only, no, the middle class or lower middle class people are able to travel in the airlines. Otherwise, no, before that, before Deccan Airlines, it was so tough, okay, for traveling by airlines. But today it is has become much cheaper. If you take the time we spend and the other expenses in traveling by train, I think traveling by air has become very very cheaper and economical. Okay, we save a lot of time and efforts and all of that stuff. I think this is because of the apex fare which was introduced by the Captain Gopinath. But then he sold out the Deccan Airlines to Kingfisher, and then he started with the distribution channel. Okay, distribution channel, he opened one company, because that time there was a growth, and that's also a success story for Captain Gopinath. Now Kingfisher, okay, because of no some or other factors, they have taken huge loan. They could not pay off to the employees, and the man is outside India, fugitive. Fugitive. So that's what I said, last time in the 7M, the last time, why it is so important: moral values, ethics, and values. What happened to Nirav Modi? What happened to Nirav Modi? What happened to the Kingfisher person? What happened to them? Okay, they have earned so much money, they're not able to stay in their own home country, their own people, their relatives. What they will do with those monies? They're having so much stress, so much difficulties, and Indian government is behind them. Okay, so it is really very very pathetic. Okay, no, you earn money in illegal, unethical ways, then, and see the other sides, other businessmen, the Ratan Tata or even Mukesh Ambani. Okay, they are doing in a very ethical way, right? Very ethical way business, and they're able to contribute to the needs of the society and the product and services, and that's why the last time the moral values, the ethics and values are so important. Okay, so in the marketing management, by and large, these are some of the areas, and product price place I spoke about, the promotion part. You all are exposed, you see the television, you go to internet, and social media, you see a lot of promotion, YouTube, you see a lot of promotions, right? And this promotion is so important, right? Promotion is so important. By the same time, some guiding principles even in the promotions also we need to follow. We cannot promote something which you don't deliver. I think that itself is a wrong unethical practices. If we don't deliver something, we should not say that we provide this, or our product gives this kind, such and such kind of values. I think that is a highly unethical, and by doing that, there will be negative word of mouth. Promotion is, whether it is sales promotion, whether it is using the direct marketing or tele shopping or using the digital marketing platform. Okay, Salesforce direct sales people are coming to your place and making a presentation, whether it's a consumer product promotions or industrial goods, okay, which are generally purchased by the industry. Okay, whatever it is. So end of the day, the idea of promotion is to create awareness and make sales, but again, that has to be ethical. That has to be ethical. That's very very important. So this is about something about very briefly about the marketing management, the functions of marketing management on 4 P's: product, price, place, promotion. Communicate with the customer, ensure sales happens. Okay, because sales is only one function which is quantifiable. Otherwise, other functions you cannot quantify the performance, like HR, okay, finance, you cannot quantify, because sales is direct, product sold, and there is a price tag, so you can always quantify the performance of the marketing department. Other departments are linked with the marketing department. Even production is linked with the marketing department. Any change in the product prices, it all comes through market research or through When salespeople interact with the customers, they take the real time feedback and that passes to the production management. So the role of marketing management, the role of salespeople are very very critical because they bring revenue to the company, but other departments roles are also equally important. That's why today say that HR department is also marketing, production is also marketing. Each department, they also need to understand the marketing part very well, because that's no depends, okay, the company's performance and the product and the turnover and the revenue, that all depends on the wonderful performance of the marketing department. Then comes your financial management. Financial management also very important functions, because finance is known as the blood of any company, right? The funds needs to be managed properly. There are profit and loss account, there is a balance sheet, there is a fund flow statement, okay, all those things is a part of the management also. And there is a separate branch which is called financial management. I'm sure those who have taken the finance as a specialization, okay, they will study in know in details, okay, how to manage the working capital, okay, on day to day basis, how to ensure the liquidity, whether to go for the listing, the stock exchange, and a lot of other things that they are a part of the financial management. And those who study financial management get expertise in those areas, and their functions also very very critical, because fund has to be managed efficiently, right? Then we have the personal management, the HR management. Once again, as I said, that out of 7 M's, the 1 M is men, and it's so critical, right? End of the day, what happens? Because the men are the only people. There is the saying that no, all other resources, there is depreciation after usage, but only people or the main is one resource, wherein always appreciation after usage. Appreciation after usage means the more the people get engaged in any activity, any functions, they get more hands-on experience, and there is appreciation. So function of HR is very very critical. It's more so critical even today's in pandemic situation, when people are working no from home or working from anywhere, and there is a lot of stress, okay, among the employees, and how to give them you know a good feelings, a good feelings, how to ensure that employees are stress free, how to ensure that they are motivated, know how to work on their compensation packages, incentives, and all the stuff. So HR, the people management or the HR management, the functions, once again, okay, there are wide no areas wherein no these experts they work on. It starts from recruiting, okay, recruitment. Then there is selection, especially no, generally HR means what you understand, the recruitment, but it's not the only recruitment. Recruitment is only one small part of no HR functions. There is performance appraisal, is it not? There is recruitment, okay, and there is a motivations, how to get the best employees from outside. So a lot of today we're talking about HR information systems and HR, many of the functions, the appraisal, salary statements, all the stuff has gone online. There's a lot of softwares, the applications are available. And performance appraisal once again is a critical area of the HR functions, because end of the day the employees performance need to be appraised properly, because the employees gets motivated, okay, their motivation depends on their appraisal. If someone worked well throughout the year, that person needs to be appreciated, or some kind of incentives, whatever the companies know, what is a fringe benefits or non-fringe benefits, whatever the parks and compensation, the HR guys decide in consultation with the the board, CEO of the company, that has to be done properly, okay, so that employees not demotivated. So broadly, the four functions of the management, the production management, okay, and I've spoken something on that. Then we have the marketing management and financial management and the personal management, okay. And okay, let's move on. Then we have the process of management, okay. So this is as in the second slide we have seen that the management is universal process, continuous process, goal oriented, okay. So there, now it comes, okay, organizational goals. In any organization you have some statements. Even for your college also you have no the vision mission statement. What is the vision, where the company wants to go, okay, 10 years, 15, 20 years from now. Mission statement, to reach there after 20 years, company at least 10 years must go to certain stage. Okay, so vision mission, then goals. What are the goals are there? Goals are short term goals, right? So whenever goals come, these are short term, like 2 to 3 years or every year. What would be the goals, what target company should fix, whether company needs to go for any diversification, no, any new product launch. Okay, there may be different no turnover exceeds in the turnover, different goals may be there. Now the functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, and leading, controlling. Planning, organizing, staffing, leading, controlling. Five different functions are there for the management. Planning, you have a goal. Now here it is mentioned as influencing, right? Planning, organizing, staffing, and leading, and controlling. Staffing and leading is merged in influencing. But let us just go step by step, the five functions broadly. You open any book or anywhere, you will find out these five different functions of the management. Now, planning means you have a goal, okay, and how to achieve that goal. Okay. Now, famous quote of Shiv Khera, what you can win that book. Winners don't do different things, they do things differently. There may be different ways to reach to the goal. That's what I said in the beginning. It may be effective, it may not be efficient. To reach to the goal, it has to be effective, at the same time efficient. That means with the least usage of resources, we have to reach to the goal. Therein come in planning. So planning, what is planning? I'm sure all of you know. It is a series of activities to reach to the goal. Now planning has different parts. So long-term planning, like 5 to 10 years, which are generally known as strategy. Strategy is a long-term functions, and generally top management they discuss, okay, the strategy part. Then there is mid-level management, mid-term planning, 3 to 5 years, and there is a short planning. I said that 1 to 2 years. Then there is a no tactics, or tactics we call it, like every day, okay, a tactics or techniques. Every day we have to do some planning on day-to-day basis, so that at the year end, the short-term plan, whatever target or go we have fixed, we should achieve that. So there is a long-term planning, there is a mid-term planning, there is short-term planning, there are techniques and tactics. So that's the part of planning. Organizing, okay, organizing means, okay, once you plan, so you have to organize a lot of things, right? Resources, people, okay, see that methodologies and processes are in place, say that all the departments or functions in good harmony with each other, okay, the resources are organized properly, okay. So that's a part of organizing the things. Okay, organizing means different things we put together so that the same thing can be used to produce the product or achieve the particular goal, right? That's organizing. Okay, and then comes your stuffing, the HR role. Okay, the HR department, just the before slide, I have discussed briefly on that. So staffing means how to go for recruitment, the best brains, okay, the skill sets what we need. Okay, now there are some recent no recruitment trends, I must mention here, okay, to make it more contemporary. See, recruitment like Google, Ernst and Young, you must have read also in newspaper, wherein they have removed the recruitment criteria, educational criteria. They are looking for no skill sets to a given role. There are certain functions, certain skill sets are required. If anyone without a formal UG or PG program, if someone has those skill sets to perform that particular role, then that person can be recruited. Okay, because skill is very very important, but skill and education is the best combination. Let me also reinforce that. Okay, so the recruitment, the staffing functions, okay, the alignment of people with the role, an alignment of role with the people. Okay, both way the staffing function is must satisfy the both the concepts. Now the best resources we must have to execute the different functions in the organizations. Then comes leading. Once again, very very important. I've spoken on Satya Nadella, I've spoken of Ratan Tata, the Mukesh Ambani, the Adani Group CEO, okay, the Sundar Pichai, okay, or to that matter, okay, what everybody talks about today, Elon Musk, Elon Musk, okay, the Tesla company, he is one of the great disruptor, great leader, great innovator. He started with SpaceX, okay, mission wherein people will be taken to the space, and that has got huge craze across the world. It started with hyperloop transportation in USA. See the innovations, okay. Then again he bet for cryptocurrency, his own interest, but because of some mining and all other people linked with that, then no, he has withdrawn from that. But once he posted in Twitter, then automatically the cryptocurrency market started a lot of responses, but he has withdrawn himself. But see the, and that Tesla, they have their subsidiary in Bangalore last year, you know during this pandemic only he started, because India is a big market, right? India is a big market. Other day I was seeing one YouTube, and it was that Dubai airport outside, okay, all cabs are up Tesla, all cabs, okay, full Tesla. Paris also full Tesla company. See how this man has disrupted the world. It's very very amazing leadership style. Mark Zuckerberg, okay, to that matter, okay, Twitter CEO, okay. I'm just talking about the role of no leaders to lead the company, to lead the initiatives, to take the people along. Okay, that depends. That leadership is no. Even all the resources are there. If we don't have a good leader, okay, then that particular organization cannot excel, cannot create wonders. I think that's where the leadership comes into the play. Then comes your controlling. Controlling is very, very important. What is controlling? You have certain objectives, you have all this planning, organizing, stuffing, all this done. Now, in the process, whether you are able to achieve that particular target or not, okay, if there is a mismatch, okay, then you try to find out through the feedback mechanisms. There is a feedback control, there is a feed forward control mechanisms also. You try to find out where the things have gone wrong, and you try to control in the each step, so that things don't go wrong and you meet the objectives. So controlling is also very very important. And in quality management, you have the upper control level, you have acceptable range, you have the lower control level. That's what comes into the Six Sigma and Deming cycle, the PDCA cycle, and so many other quality management principles come into play. Okay, so this process of management, the organization, okay, the goals, okay, definitely it the first stage is the goal. Then we have the planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling, the five broad functions of the management. And we have discussed, right, we have discussed a little bit on all five different functions, and all these functions has to work in harmony, in sync with each other, for better no performance of the company, right? Now the next principle of management, okay, once again the principle of management, division of work allows for job specialization. Like as I said, in the marketing department, there are so many. Marketing is a broad department, but within that, there are so many sub functions. What sub functions they have? The marketing research group. There is a sales team. There is a sales department. There is an R&D department. Is it not? There is a advertising department. Okay, so there is a business analytics department which analyzes the data of the customers, okay, to understand the customers or consumers behavior. So division of work allows for the job specialization. Work should be divided among individuals and the groups. It's very very important because of the complexities of the business. we need to go to the at micro level. Okay, authority and responsibility. Authority, right to give orders. Responsibility involves being answerable. Whoever assumes authority assumes responsibility. That means if a manager is given some authority, some power to do something, he must be responsible and accountable for that, that particular job is done in a perfect way. If it is not done in the perfect way, then that particular person should be held responsible. Then you have the discipline, common efforts of workers, penalties. Okay, more or less, see, whenever we talk about, if you look at the meaning of discipline in Oxford Dictionary, you will find out that it means the self-imposed rules and regulations, right? But no human beings no always don't follow, right? And they always try to evade, okay, the rules and regulations, or so that's why there is no discipline in every organization, right? So that discipline is very very important. You must go to school, no college before 10 o'clock. You must enter into the classroom 5 minutes before the class starts. You have a tiffin break, okay, you have a tea break. So everything, there is a discipline, there's a very structured way. So discipline is very very important, right? Discipline is very very important for proper time management, for proper usage of the resources. Unity of command. Employees should have only one boss. Unity of command means, okay, one command, not that everyone, okay, will give different commands. So that creates a lot of confusions. What command comes, order and instructions come from the top, that much passes through. There should not be any deviation, or no one should add middle level manager, someone, something more spices in that. Okay, that way it should not be done. Then it creates confusion. It will be difficult to achieve that goal, right? Unity of direction, a single plan of action to guide the organization. Unity of direction, the way the company should work, everyone should know, be appraised of that, must be told about that. That's why today, no, a lot of no employee engagement, employee involvement comes into play by the HR department. Role has become so critical. What organization wants, what strategies in place, what organization's mission and vision statement, that each employee must be told clearly, so that all should work towards that under a unity of command. So unity of direction also very very important. Subordination of individual interest to the general interest of the organization, I think that is very very fundamental. Each individual has his or her personal goals, objectives, and aims. Definitely, right? Each individual we have. But when we work into any company, okay, our individual interests should not supersede the interest of the organization. That means many a time, if we are asked to work extra, we should be able to sacrifice our personal interest and comfort for the betterment of the organization, right? We should work whatever role assigned to that. We should not know think of our own comfort, okay, in that, okay, our own difficulties in that. Okay, so our own interest, our self goal, okay, should not supersede the organization goals. So whenever we work in the organization collectively, we should work to achieve the organization goals. If we achieve the organization goals, then automatically we get promoted, we get a lot of benefits, we learn a lot of new things, and we succeed in the life. So that's the beauty, okay? That's the beauty. So it may take little longer time, but that's how it should work out. And that's therein come the role of, the management, okay. The today's topic, remuneration. An equitable uniform payment system. Remuneration, okay, the salary, the perks and revenues, whatever we get, okay, that's the remuneration, okay. And it has to be transparent, it has to be based on the performance, no personal bias in that. Then people will feel bad, okay. So this part is very very important, because money is the need. Money is one of the biggest motivators, along with your organizational culture, okay, discipline, other rules and regulations, okay. Or there are some hygiene factors, okay, we'll study, okay, the Maslow's theory of motivation, Okay, the X and Y theory of motivation, Hardsburg's motivation theory. Okay, a lot of different motivation theories there. But having said that, money is definitely the greatest motivator, because we need money end of the day to sustain, to live our livelihood, correct? Then we have to centralize the degree to which authority rests at the top of the organizations. Some organizations are highly centralized, okay, autocratic, different no, nature of the organization. Like if we talk about the defense, they are highly autocratic. Okay, participative, okay, we don't find the participative approach. Okay, so then some organization will find very democratic organizations, like people's or employees opinion is valued. Some are participative organization where employees all together, they sit and discuss, and their opinions and views are valued. Okay, so today we are talking about participative organizations. So organization has evolved over a period of time from autocratic, democratic, participative to collaborative organizations. Scalar chain like authority scale. Scalar chain means authority must pass through each okay step. You cannot pass okay any authority, like no, if someone wants to meet principal, so he or she should first approach to the HOD or head of the department, then to principal, not direct to the principal. Okay, that may not be correct. So that's the scalar chain. Okay, there is a scalar chain. But today, in the corporate, they have a different culture in many places. No, employees can directly meet the CEO and all. So that's the evolution. That's how, because it depends on the nature of the job. Okay, it depends on the nature of the job. If nature of the job demands that person directly can reach out to the top executive. Okay, not all the time. Okay, their employees are also responsible, and they are no they have the awareness that we should not go and disturb. Okay, but having said that, there in management we have the scalar chain order, the arrangement of employees where there will be of the most value to the organization. Then equity, the provision of justice and fair dealing. Okay, equity. Okay, the justice and fair dealing with all the employees. Then stability of tenure professional. Okay, the personal. Okay, stability. Okay, not hire and fire policy, right? If someone is employed, okay, we need to ensure that no, that person remains there with the organization. Okay, that's a beautiful quote. Okay, around internet. Okay, train a person so well, okay, that the person should be able to leave the company, join another company, and deal and handle and love that person so well that he or she doesn't leave the company. Okay, so the provision of justice and fair dealing is very very important. If someone is not able to perform certain jobs, that means HR department comes into play. There may be some issues, individual issues. There may be some problem in the office, or that person may need some extra training. Okay, so we should not just give the pink slip. Okay, your job is done. Please leave. That is very irresponsible. Okay, very much irresponsible. We should take care of the employees. We should understand their problems. We should try to address that problems. Any training, any needs are required, and that should be addressed. And today companies are doing it. So stability is very very important. If the jobs are not stable, people don't find motivation, right? But having said that, some people they keep leaving. Okay, this is most welcome. People will leave. We cannot hold the people okay for a long time. Then initiative, definitely. Esprit de corps, that means unity is strength. There has to be harmony, general good feeling among employees. Scientific management, today's management is scientific management. It's not simple that some people say something, okay, there is a science behind it. Okay, there is principles of behind it. And Frederick W Taylor is known as the father of scientific management. There are a lot of other okay the other management gurus and the philosophers who contributed, like Frank and Lillian Gilbert, so on and so forth. Okay, so the management essential of scientific management still used include use time and motion studies. Okay, which Frederick W Taylor he did it. Then Henry Fayol is also there, the 14 principles of Henry Fayol, wherein we know that no scalar chain, the esprit de corps. Likewise, there are 14 principles are there. So you can refer to Google and you can just go through that. And then using time and motion studies, hiring best qualified workers, designing incentive system based on the output, the performance appraisal. So today's management, what we are talking about is scientific management. It is tested on the factory floor, then it was developed. All the theories are developed. It's not abstract, right? Science management. That's why management is science as well as an art. Art means We deal with the people, their emotions, their feelings. So there is a little bit of art, right? Creativity, okay, liberal arts. At the same time, it's science, because the production management is science, the finance is science, okay, the people management, the theories, the practices are science, because it is tested time and again. Research is done time and again. Then the researchers, academicians, and practitioners, they've come out with the theories based on that, which holds good, right? Then merit. Three important merits of management: involvement of the personnel, orderly growth of the organization, and motivation of management. The people must be, the employee must be involved. That's what I said, that no shared responsibility. Shared responsibility. The ownership must be taken by all the employees to achieve the organizational goal. Subordinate of individual interest to the organizational interest. The discipline, okay, all those things must be in place so that people feel involved. That's why today we talk about employee engagement, employee involvement, that leads to better productivity. Their motivation of management, their motivation also, if employees are motivated, even if their perks and other things are not that great, but many people they stick because they're highly motivated. Organizational culture is so good, they feel good. Okay, there is a good sense of feeling involvement. Orderly growth of the organization to grow, we need to have, okay, effective leadership style who can drive the employees as a team, with who can inspire, who can bring in new insights, new ideas, new thoughts, and who can sow the dreams to the employees. Yes, our organization can become the Fortune 500 companies, and if it becomes, all the employees, they'll be benefited out of it. They'll feel proud of it. They will get the benefits of no growing. Demerits: time consuming, okay, because any functions, okay, there has to be some time, but it's not no, actually demerits time we can manage properly. For every action there some time should be there, but we should not, that's what the wastage of resources, the time or material resources. That's why the practice of quality management comes into play in the lean manufacturing process. Sometimes failure of coordination, many times it so happens that no, the coordination work fails, okay, but that also can be addressed, that also can be addressed by the leaders in the organization. So sometimes it do happen. That's what it is put under demerit. Costly processes, management processes. So that is HR, financial cost involved. Definitely there will be cost. Okay, for any good things to happen, no, we have to spend. But these are not demerits. I think now we can convert into opportunities. We can convert into, these demerits can be converted into opportunities. It is, these are put under demerits heading because these are some of the flaws. Okay, there are some of these, the problem may occur in these areas. That's the reason these are put under demerits. But actually these are not demerits. We can convert this into our strengths, okay, for better performance. Conclusion: management is very essential for all kinds of business or organization. To achieve the goals of an organization, management is necessary. All the principles should be practiced in order to get the accurate results. So that's the first part of the today's webinar. Very interesting, in fact, right? The Now we have the second part and some more insights on digital intervention and entrepreneurial intervention and customer management once we discuss the leadership part. But so definitely no, we'll have the questions also in place. Now the time is around 11 26 27, so almost 1.5 hours we have done. Now let's take us a health break of 15 minutes, and then we can join at 11:45, and our session will continue till 1 o'clock. So can we take a break, please?